Believe it or not, you can start seeing real improvements in your brain health and your life in just a few weeks after quitting porn. But many people don't. Have you ever wondered why people who are trying to quit porn, why they struggle and then they fail? I'm Dr. Trish Leigh. Let's break it down. So it's really not about the porn. It's about what porn does to your nervous system and then ultimately to your physical and emotional health, which that impacts your well-being and your relationships. So we know there's four core components that get disrupted by porn use. Number one, the neurological component. What I'm talking about here is brain functioning and performance. Science shows that porn use disrupts and desensitizes the reward center in the midbrain, which it also impairs the reward pathways that then feed up into your frontal lobe. Your frontal lobe is for executive function, thinking, organization, impulse control, and judgment. So porn damages your brain, which what that then leads to is number two, biological issues. Your biology is your physical health, your body. Porn use contributes to sexual arousal dysfunction. What that entails is delayed ejaculation, premature ejaculation, and erectile dysfunction. You can suffer from a whole host of sexual arousal dysfunction issues due to porn. You may also suffer from headaches or feelings of general malaise or just not feeling well, which also leads to number three, the psychological or the cognitive and emotional elements that are disrupted by porn use. So we know that when you consume porn, it leads to an increase in anxiety, depression, anger, irritability. It can lead to difficulty with thinking. It can lead to not being able to move through your life in a way that you want to in terms of productivity, your work, your hobbies, and your relationships. Emotional dysregulation is at the core of porn use, which leads to number four, the social aspect of your life. So many times your real sex life with your partner is significantly disrupted because of porn. We already talked about the sad, but it also can lead to a decrease in communication and disconnection because porn use makes you less satisfied with your sex life and your relationship, and actually less satisfied with your partner. So it's not just about the porn, it's about what it does to you. Never mind the constant cravings and urges. It can be completely exhausting. So let's talk about the stages of porn addiction recovery. Number one, the first stage has to do with withdrawal. So, when you decide you're going to quit porn, you may suffer from withdrawal symptoms like headaches, anxiety, depression, anhedonia, which means feeling numb or not feeling at all. This happens due to the dopamine deficit in your brain because your brain didn't get the dopamine hit from porn that it's used to. I refer to this stage as the unwire stage. So your brain's actually unwiring from porn use. So it's a good sign, but it doesn't feel good. But I also want to share with you that this stage can be shortened or even skipped through advances in neuroscience and technology. I'll talk about that in just a minute. But moving on to stage two is when the wonders of neuroplasticity kick in. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to change itself and to heal. So once you've stayed away from porn, your brain will start to rewire itself back towards the healthy, optimal brain performance pattern so you can feel calm and focused from the inside. For many people, they found porn when they were young, so they may have never experienced this state because brain development was disrupted when you found porn. But this rewire stage makes you feel better than ever, which leads us to the last stage. It's the hardwire stage. So, with the support of your friends and family, and the plan that you develop to be able to build the foundation of a healthy lifestyle with healthy habits, what that leads to is you are able to hardwire in the optimal brain pattern moving forward. So, what prevents people from being able to move through these stages? What prevents people is They don't have a plan. So I liken it to, if you want to lose weight and get really fit, you can decide that you're going to start exercising and you're going to eat better all by yourself. And will that help you lose weight for a little while? Definitely. But if you want to get fit and stay fit across your lifetime, you need to learn how to eat well. You need to learn how to exercise well. The goal of becoming fit can be very much shortened by having the right resources. So, let me give you an example. If you wanted to build a new house, you might know that you need a foundation of concrete, you know you need a hole to build your house in, and you know you need wood. So, you go get some cement, a shovel, and some wood. Can you build your house the best for a long lasting, very strong home? No, you might get a little bit of the way, but if you want to build a strong home that lasts a lifetime, the first thing that you need to do is get an architect. That architect knows how to build that home so it's like a fortress over time. An architect is essential in building a new home. They know the plans. They know where to put the beams so that the home doesn't fall down. You also need a whole host of other professionals, likely. You need electricians, you need plumbers, you need carpenters. You might know how to do some of it yourself, and you can do those pieces, but there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle to build a home effectively. And if you want to live in that home and be able to live there safely, securely, and happily for the rest of your life, you've got to build the foundation. So when it comes to porn addiction, it's complex. It's actually not the most simplistic thing to recover from. There's a lot of working pieces. We've already described there's neuro, bio, psycho, social elements that are disrupted. Those elements all need to be healed. You have to heal your brain, you have to heal your body, you have to heal your mind, and you have to heal your social relationships. So that can be a lot of working parts. The number one thing you need is a plan, and you need the proper tools, like an excavator if you were going to build a home. You need the proper techniques, you need the proper strategies, and you need the proper support. What that does is it shortens your recovery. So, how long does it take to heal from porn? It's not about time. People ask me this question all the time. It's not about the amount of time. Just like if you were going to get fit, you can get fit fast if you learn how to eat as best as you can, and if you learn how to exercise as effectively as you can. You can get fit fast. You also can try to get fit for the whole rest of your life and never really reach your goal if you don't know how to do it as best as possible. So, porn addiction recovery, we set the bar at 90 days, but the 90 days requires you to be actively working a very effective plan. So, the way that I help people, my plan is called Porn Free Brain Forever. It's a digital program that's pre recorded, and it capitalizes on the triple A's of porn, but in a positive way. It's affordable, it's accessible, and it's anonymous. You can get started today. When you get into that program, you're able to move through the plan that's all based on science to be able to shorten the recovery time. Now, going back to withdrawal, many of the people in that program don't struggle with withdrawal. Withdrawal shows you that your brain needs dopamine, but it's not getting it. That means your brain has unwired, but it hasn't rewired. So if you start working the rewire plan as your brain is unwiring, guess what happens? You don't suffer from withdrawal because you're rewiring simultaneously. So if you want more information about that program, please go over to drtrishleigh.com. Check out the porn addiction recovery programs, and Porn Free Brain Forever can help you heal your brain as quickly as possible. I want you to know, friend, if you have been struggling to quit porn and you've been suffering from the ups and the downs and the peaks where you're doing well and the valleys where you slid back, that is what I consider to be the worst way to try to quit porn. If you stay in that space too long, you'll start to believe that you can never do it. But can you never build a new home? Absolutely, you can build a new home. You just need that architect and those people to help you build it. So it's not a matter of that it can't be done. It's a matter of you don't have a plan and you don't have the proper tools, techniques, and support. So when you get them, you can succeed. That's the beauty of it. All right. I hope this helps you out. And until next time, control your brain or it'll control you.